more can I say?
Top Billin.
I must say that I'm impressed with the improvement of the run game thus far in just a couple of games. No doubt about that there. I really went back and labbed the run defense in this particular game, and I was like, oh, okay, I can really see this. Initially, I was like, man, they're kind of getting gashed a little bit by David Montgomery and all this and that. But just going back, I will amend that. I thought the run defense was pretty good on this one. And a guy like Julian Love really helps that. You get Derek Carr here squeezing down way too hard here, right? You get Jordan Brooks on a replay. So he's going to gap replacement right here. He comes there. But then the last level, right, you need everyone to be able to fan out. You get Julian Love right here. So being able to understand the assignment, and look at that. You see the replace right there, and look who strings it out and then makes the tackle. Exactly how you draw it up right there. If you want to have good run defense when they're trying to get guys out on the edges like a Jahmyr Gibbs right here. If Jahmyr Gibbs were to try to cut this back, obviously Bobby Wagner is on that ass like a pit bull. So trying to string that along right there, Jordan Brooks ends up actually not being able to make this tackle here. So luckily, right, normally if it wasn't a Julian Love there, he did not understand the assignment. He's probably cutting that upfield there. But with Julian Love, look at that. Ends up being what, a 1 yard gain, if that? Right, very Jamal Adams-esque in that manner there. And he offers you the ability, at least, right? It's not going to be perfect. It's hard to play out of the slot. You're going to give up a lot of catches. You're going to have the average fan thinking that you suck and all this and that. When that's just what football is. You're going to give up catches out of the slot because you're defending a two-way goal. You're defending in an infinite amount of space and all that. It's usually about limiting, right? It's just usually about limiting. So, but he offers you the versatility of being able to play back at depth and then over the slot as well. I'm very interested to see how it plays out with your man Jamal Adams, the president, coming back to you guys' team. That's a game changer, no doubt about that. That guy's immensely talented. Julian Love, very talented in his own right. If you see right here, damn near floating in a robber roll here close to the goal line. But you can see the closing speed. You know I love that cat Quandre Diggs. He ends up beating Quandre Diggs to the punch on here. And both those guys can flip each other's style, man. It's very unique to have multiple guys like a Quandre Diggs and a Julian Love. You get what I'm saying there. But we can see them get the ball out in space. You get that man coverage right there. And look at him track right there. Oh! Coming from a further plane right there. Able to read and diagnose extremely quick. Look at Quandre Diggs doing a good job of getting out over top of it. Make it to where he has the cutback, but Julian Love is there regardless. They both end up combining on this tackle right there. It's a sight for sore eyes right there. Julian Love and Quandre Diggs, and then Jamal Adams, Kobe Bryant, of course, Witherspoon, damn, Trey Brown. Yeah, like I said before, that, my friends, is rich people problems. Straight up. Tons of DB talent out there, man. Just got to be able to put it all together. Now, on this play, it's an empty play because he does not come up with it, but I want you to look at the technique. Look at this. Look at the pedal. Look at the flip of the hips there, and then look at my man close on the ball right in the hip pocket of Amon-Ra St. Brown, who just happens to be the pound-for-pound strongest athlete I think I've ever seen and the best high school football cat I ever had the chance to be around. He's that nasty right there. But Julian Love was right in it, right? As a matter of fact, you can see it from this angle right here. His hands is on the ball. It's just that Amon-Ra St. Brown was able to get both hands on the ball, and the dude, I'm telling you right now, is like a legit power lifter like his pops was back in the day. He's that damn cold with it. But look at the damn technique, man. Look, coming out of the pedal phase. Now, this is how you teach it, not some dumbass speed turn. And every time I have to break down a speed term, I always get these cornballs coming with this trendy shit talking about how speed terms are good. That's lazy way of operating. Turning your hips, flipping your hips like that is exactly what you want to do. If my man Amon-Ra was going to bang it inside and then go back outside, he would flip those hips again. It's all about distance management. This is what he's doing. He's managing distance. A speed turn, when you turn your entire body around, doesn't allow you to manage distance because you don't know what's on the other side of that turn. You know what I mean? But you can see right there, man, he stays in the hip pocket. He played this very well there. He just made Amon-Ra St. Brown make an even better play on the ball. And that's coming from your safety. So imagine the things that you can do when you get Jamal Adams back, right? If you have Big Dime out there with him, Kobe Bryant, and of course Adams and those guys back there, my man Quandre Diggs. That's how you start defending a pass right there. You're putting all that versatility on the field and all that speed, and you can take off one of those linebackers, because linebackers ain't covering like that these day and age, Jack, especially if they have to get on slot receivers. All right, once again, he's box sniffing. So you can see right here, look at his gap fill. Shows presence and strikes. Go back on that right there. Got him being patient, reading the flow, outside in, understands that Nwosu and Trey Brown here are your edge contained. He just has to play that gap. And if it's coming in his direction right there, he needs to show presence, which he does. You can see right there, this is his gap. He's showing presence in that gap right there. The run's coming at, and look at him get low like Lil Jon and them. And yeah, your man's up there doing the damn thing. So feeling, being able to roam sideline to sideline, being able to play a depth, putting him in the slot. It's a lot of stuff they're doing with this cat. This time you can see him coming from depth and assisting in the run game right here. Check this out. Sift, and get in there. Oh, try to strip the ball too. Coming at depth, right? They roll coverage with Quandre Diggs there. See him skirt around the block here. Skirt around that block, square up on him, and bang, got him. Looks like Wagner was there as well. Right here, man, trying to force a turnover right there. Definitely got to make sure you get him on the ground before then, though. But hey, he did both. Almost got himself a turnover. All right, so this is just supposed to be a quick look. And I know how people are, right? If they feel a certain kind of way, they're like, man, he didn't do anything about when he was getting beat in coverage and all this and that. So listen, I believe the entire secondary for Seattle had a tough time in this Detroit Lions game, as well most teams, because the Detroit Lions are the truth with the throw game. No doubt about that. You can see him here over the slot, right? He's really working it vertical until it's not vertical there. And then he comes up, whiffs on the tackle. Him and Witherspoon whiffs on the tackle right there. And my man was off right there. So he had a few plays that he gave up in coverage. However, man, I believe that's just going to happen in the NFL. With that's the nature of the beast of that particular position. You definitely don't want to have plays like that where you're missing a tackle in open field and having people have you fertilize yourself and all that. But still, all in all, you can't front. I think Julian Love is a very good addition for the Seattle Seahawks, and I believe we'll see it play out here over however many weeks, especially with a cat like Jamal Adams back in tow. So I don't know. We shall see right there. But, man, there's a quick look right there at your man Julian Love. I think he will leave you where you stand as a tackler for the most part, right? Nobody's 100% sure, or nobody's 100% tackler. Even Bobby Wagner missed a tackle or two in this game. So it happens, right? But I think he's a short tackler. He has positional fluidity. He's a very smart player. And, hey, he looks the part, in my opinion, so we shall see. But I know when people see stuff like this, if they already have thoughts or certain thoughts on you, they be like, oh, he didn't do this. But then Trey Brown, same deal. He gave up plenty of catches as well. He had a good play with the return, but the ball was thrown right to him. He was actually beat on the inside. Witherspoon as well made a PBU, but gave up a touchdown, gave up some catches, missed some tackles. So it was an up and down day for all of them. So we shall see there, but we'll get a little bit more of that coming up. So we'll keep it locked here. All right, this your boy Jersey Murph, as always, man, signing off. You know your boy be serving that hibachi, so make sure you tip your waiter. As always, salute.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.